So Volkswagen just made a splash. It announced the return of the iconic Jetta and the Passat to the Middle East. But there are plenty of questions to be asked. Why now? What is the target segment? What does it mean for Volkswagen going forward? And I get you all these answers because I got a big exclusive with the Managing Director Middle East. So let's listen to what he has to say. So Matthias, that was a great announcement. I think I could hear the oohs and ahs in the audience and the return of two iconic sedans to the Middle East. Tell me why now and who's the target buyer?
So first of all, I would like to say thank you to you from SelfDrive to join us today for this amazing event. I was very much looking forward to have this event today because we worked for the last 6 months very intensively to bring the all-new Jetta and the new all-Passat to the Middle East. It's a very exclusive event because we are the first market for the Volkswagen brand where we have the opportunity to launch those two cars. As you might have realized, over the last 5 to 6 years, the Volkswagen brand here in the Middle East was not able to offer sedans to our customers, and we were focusing a lot on SUVs. And we still believe SUV are very attractive products as they offer a lot of versatility and a higher seating position. But what we also heard from our dealers, but also from our customers, there's still some demand and passion for sedans. And therefore, with the new Jetta and the all-new Passat, we are now back. And we always say now, it was worth the wait, because with the refurbished Jetta and Passat, we have an offer that is highly competitive, especially when it comes to the dimensions of the cars. As you might have seen also and realized before when we went around the cars, with 4.80 m Jetta and also almost 5 m Passat, we have the longest cars on the segment, and this is extremely valuable for our customers. So talking about who is the audience and who are the customers that we are aiming for, with the Jetta, definitely young graduates and young families, because also for your family members on the rear bench, you have a lot of leg room, but also headspace. And the Passat, even longer, but of course different price category. It's a very premium, luxurious car for the price of a volume segment car.
Yeah, it's very interesting what you said when this interview was starting. You mentioned that in the region, the names Jetta and Passat actually overpower Volkswagen, which says a lot about the loyal following that you have. So do you have some favorite features from the new offerings that have just been launched in the market?
Yeah. So what I really like about the Jetta is the design and also what we call the seamless door handles. So the Jetta will be recognized immediately because you don't see the traditional door handles. And also the lightning signature with the illuminated Volkswagen logo in the front and also in the rear. Immediately, especially during night, the car will be recognized.
Yeah.
With the Passat, what we now also claim is we are the new business class in the B segment, especially for the rear seat passengers. It's very unique in that segment that you have the massage seats in the front, but at the same time also in the rear. And also in the rear you have electric foldable seats, so it feels like being on an airplane in the business class for a rear seat passenger.
Matthias, just talking about the segments a little bit, you mentioned SUVs and their popularity, and I think that's a global standard. Is there a concern somewhere that SUV popularity trumps sedan popularity, especially in the region?
So this was our assumption over the last years, and we were focusing here in the Middle East on SUVs only, and we have been highly successful with that. So we have an A0 SUV, we have an A segment SUV with our T-Roc and now the just recently launched Tiguan. We also have a very huge family SUV, 7-seater Terramont, and also a luxury SUV with our Touareg. But looking at the numbers, and if you monitor the segments over the last years, the sedan segment was not shrinking. So we see basically in one of our biggest markets, Saudi Arabia, a share still of 50-50. So 50% of the market is still dominated by sedans, and we want to participate also in that segment.
Absolutely. And when we talk about mobility and the shifting consumer patterns, talking about the Middle East, there's something for everyone with these new launches, be it for fleet buyers, individual customers. What would you say is the differentiation for you?
So what we definitely see now in the market, not only in the sedan but also in the SUV segment, is this demand for more flexibility. So, and we also talked about it earlier, subscription. So this is something where we also work with our dealers, but also with our financial services to have this flexibility for our customers. It does not need to have to be a long-term commitment. If you buy cash, then you have the car for 6-7 years. But of course, if you go into the subscription, you have much more flexibility, especially for younger people, where also maybe the family status might change. You need more flexibility. And therefore, we are also happy to work with you to see what flexibility we want or can offer to our customers.
Absolutely. Just a final question. You know, we're in the last 4 months of the year. It's an exciting time in this part of the world. What's next for Volkswagen Middle East?
So for us, first of all, now with the extended portfolio, we also want to increase our footprint. So together with our dealers, we want to be closer to our customers and increase the number of showrooms, but at the same time also the number of service facilities. Because you see the customers here in the Middle East, they are very demanding, and the service level is extremely high. I'm coming from Europe, it's completely different, and you quickly get used to it. And we want to offer that also to our customers. So proximity to, let's say, the homes of our customers is very important. And not being, let's say, the footprint, but also the availability. So also having maybe mobile service stations to offer the best service and a seamless service to our customers. On top, we are working on connectivity. You can already see now with the Passat and also with the all-new Jetta, we have remote start. But of course, we want to have also the smartphone integration so that you can also basically monitor the car with your mobile phone. So this is the next step that we intensively work on.
Absolutely. Final question before I let you go. If you had to identify one person for each of the new cars, just describe them. What would you say? Let's start with the Jetta.
So with the Jetta, especially in Saudi, you might be surprised, but we see a lot of female customers.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I was also not aware of that, but in Jeddah, especially young women, they love compact sedans. So this is where we were aiming for. And with the Passat, it's clearly for those who are more on a senior manager level, because it brings a lot of prestige. It's a car that you can also use to work with your customers. So it has a lot of stands, it has a lot of image, prestige. So for those who have something achieved in their career, they can definitely use the Passat to also show that to their audience.
Fantastic. It's been a lovely catch-up, and we hope to work together in the future as well.